Hello, everyone. Is anyone here? Can you guys see me, hear me? Let me know if you can see me and hear me. That would be nice. Let's see. Let me check out. Hey, Berta, you're always the big supporter, aren't you? Hey, Berta, how are you doing? I'm gonna fix my camera here really quick. Hey, Kelly Marie. Great. I actually can be seen and heard. That's a miracle. I am I am happy that you can hear me and see me. Yay, Berta. Thank you for confirming. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I am a little late to my own party, but hopefully we can get started here really quick. I think I tried to do. Hi, Heather. I am going to see if this is going to work on Instagram as well. Just quickly checking something really quick. Public, next, and go live. Okay, I'm gonna try Instagram, but if it doesn't work, I'm gonna give it up. Okay, so how is everybody doing? Oh, thank you. That's nice, Berta. I'm glad you got your package. That's awesome. Okay, so I have a lot of amazing new goodies to share with you all today. I am excited, super excited to share the new release. This has been a long time coming. I am not kidding when I say probably 1.5, 2 years in the making with these gorgeous new sentiments and the gorgeous layering floral dies. It's been a while. I've been working on them. I did not want to rush into anything, so I wanted to take my time and get it right. So I am excited that we're actually here. We have a release, we have them all, so you can see and enjoy these products. Um, so let us get right into it. I know you are all excited about the florals that I have in this release, and I'm gonna get to them, but I wanna start off with my awesome sentiments first, because if I don't, the florals are gonna keep me here all night and I won't be able to talk about these gorgeous sentiments that I have. So as I said, this has been a long time coming for me because I have wanted a font, a sentiment font that could actually give me something new, something very scripty. Simple is not my style, in case you didn't know this already. But I wanted to have something that would give me, sorry, let me fix my camera here. Hopefully you guys can see this. One sec. I'm gonna fix my camera here really quick so you can see everything. But it's been a long time coming, and I'm not even kidding, because I wanted to have a scripty font that isn't very generic, that isn't too over the top, but kind of somewhere in the mid, somewhere in the good balance, if you will. So it took me a while. I had some word dyes before which weren't really working for me. We had a style, there was a 3-layer, 2-layer dye, but it wasn't exactly working how I wanted it to be. And when I released those word dyes, we were brand new to the market, brand new to you guys. I was brand new to all of this. So it took me some time to get it right. I hope I got it right. So please, in the comments below, let me know what your thoughts are. If you like the script, This is honestly, like I said, one of my favorite fonts. I'm happy that I was able to get it out, but I also want to know, thank you, Kelly. I also want to know your thoughts. Is this something that you like? What do you guys think of the script? And like I said, just in general, I'm curious about your thoughts. If you know me, you already know that I always am curious about your thoughts. So let's get started with our sentiments. Like I said, enough about the script, but we have 5 brand new sentiments, which are new, as I said, to the line, new script, new font, new style, everything new, 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 new. So in these 5 sentiments, we have, of course, we have to have a hello and we have to have a hi. So we have hello, hi, hey, hugs, and just a note. My camera is still crooked. That is bothering me a lot. My camera is still very crooked. But if you guys can see, I'm going to try to leave it alone. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Bert. I love the script too. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, keep your comments coming. Keep me honest. And as I said, I want you to love the products that I make. That is the bottom line. That is the ultimate goal. So we have hello, hi, hey, hugs, and just a note. I've never done a just a note sentiment ever before, and I thought it would be a good thing to start with. I am actually curious to see what you guys think about this one. These are kind of your everyday sentiments. They're great. And I also want to bring out more sentiments, more in this font, more different things, different line in this font. I am working on that, but I also want to, like I said, know first what you guys think. So in each of these sentiments, we have 3 different products. So I'm going to move these over here for a second. But in each of these, we have a stamp, which is a 3x4 stamp. We have a foil plate and a die, which is something new that I'm also trying out. So let me know again in the comments what you guys think. So there's a stamp that can stand on its own. You can stamp like you normally do. There's a stamp which comes with the big word hugs, and then all these other accompanying sentiments that you can use with your word hugs. For example, hugs from afar, hugs and kisses. You know, all of the stamp sets that we made are similar in the sense that they have a big font and a big main focal sentiment. And also, I love the sentiments here that are kind of accompanying sentiments to the big sentiment that goes here. So for example, just a note to say thanks, to say hello, things like that. So this one is called just a note. This one is the hugs. So as I was saying before, we have the stamp that can stand on its own. You can use the stamp and the smaller sentiments, the big stamp and the smaller ones. Then there's the hot foil, which is the hugs word and the shadow die. This is also something new that I'm trying, like I said, which is have the hot foil plate sentiment along with the die. So if you're like me and you love the hot foil plates and you love all things shiny and glimmery, you could literally just use this one set. So you could use your hugs word and then die cut it out if you like, or you could simply use, oops, sorry about that. I lost my camera. Not good. Hopefully I'm back and not much damage is done. Looks good on my end. So if you guys can't see me, let me know. There's always got to be some excitement, you know, when I'm concerned. There's a live, something has to go wrong. So anyway, we got that out of the way. But let me know if you can't see me. So if you have this word foil set, all you can do is all you need to do is foil and die cut if you're like me and you like shiny stuff. Now, if you're also like me and you like to die cutting is literally my thing. I am not a big fan of stamping. I'm being very honest. I prefer die cutting and hot foiling any day over stamping. That's why you don't see me doing very much stamping. I'm a die cutting and a hot foil kind of gal. So This is again, one that I've wanted to do for 4 years almost now since we started, but I had to get it right. I had one which I didn't quite like, but again, this is a 3-piece set. This is a die set, but it's a 3-piece set. I'm going to flip it over for a second. This will actually give you all 3 layers that you see here. So the light pink layer, which would be the actual word, then the darker pink layer, which is the shadow, which cuts out the shadow as you can see here. And then there's this darkest layer, which is the whole entire big shadow word, which cuts out another layer on top of these 2 layers that we have. So 3-layer shadow words is something that I have wanted to have, excuse me, for a while. But this one gives you an idea of what the Hugs word die cut looks like. Now, also, if you are new to Crafty Meraki, which I think most of you are not, but if you're new to Crafty Meraki, most of our packaging contains an image on the back of the packaging which tells you how it's going to look once you die cut or once you use that product. So for example, the Hugs word that's included in the stamp is what this is going to look like when you stamp it. This is the Hugs foil and the shadow die, the matching shadow. And this is the Hugs word die, which has 3 layers, all in one set here. So this is 3 pieces in one set. And this is this is the picture of what it's going to look like when you die cut it. Can't get it straight. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to try to quickly grab some examples as I am talking so you guys can see. This is the Hugs foil and die cut, which Irene made this card, such a gorgeous, lovely card, and we'll get to the flowers in a second, but this one only uses the foil and the matching die. So all you have to do, as I said, is foil the word Hugs and then cut out the word with the included shadow matching die. And I think Irene actually used some foam tape. I don't know if you can see, but she used some foam tape to kind of give it some dimension, to also layer it along with all the florals, these gorgeous florals. So this is one example. Here's another one. Bonnie sent this in. This one is a die cut, which is all 3 layers can be seen here. I know it's hard because this is vellum on the 3rd layer, but the first word, just the single word die is on the top. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can find another example. I am going to try, but there's that word die as well as the shadow. And I found some hay, of course. I can't find the Hugs. So here is another example with the Hugs word. This one only uses the word, the first layer. So this one right here, just the first layer is all that's used on this card. So you can see how there's so many ways to use it. So you can use it all 3 layers, just 1 layer, or just 2 layers, and you get all these different looks from just that one piece. You could just as easily get the same look with, you cut it out of gold foil. So if you just had the die and you don't have a foil machine, just cut the words out of gold foil, add a white background, and then another, the outermost or the most bottommost layer. You can use a vellum and get this same look that we've got here with Bonnie's card. So again, the idea here is to give you so many different possibilities with just this one die. And again, as I said, there's matching stamp, foil, and die. And of course, 3-piece or 3-layer, 3-piece die set, which cuts out 3 different layers with one set. This concept is, again, it's the same with all of the sentiments. So just a note, for example, has the same concept. So you've got the sentiment, the stamp set, which has just a note and then all these other smaller sentiments. And you've got the just a note foil and die, which is a set. And you have the 3-piece die set, which is the word, shadow, and the outermost shadow. So 3 pieces again, and once again, on the back of the card, it shows you what this die is going to look like. Now, in this case, I was able to sort of show you some of the flora die pieces that are part of the wreath builder die, which I'll get to. I know you're excited, but I'll get to it in a couple minutes. So this is what just a note would look like if you use all 3 layers on your card. So this is the 3-piece just a note die, hot foil, and stamp set. I'm going to find some examples for just a note. I'm digging through my stash here. I feel so rich today because I got all the cards from the whole team delivered today, just this afternoon. So, of course, I got to put it to good use. So these are the just a note. There's one example from Brenda, just a note. There's another one from, this one is from Carrie, I believe. I believe this one's from Carrie. Sorry if I got it wrong. I apologize. But I believe this one is from Carrie. So this one, as you can see, uses 2 layers. It uses the single letters, the die cut, the first layer, which is this one here, and then the shadow that goes with it. This one here from Brenda, let me bring it close up. This one here uses all 3 layers, the word, the shadow, and then the bottommost shadow. So as you can see, Brenda combined the just a note with the word hello. All you have to do is just emboss that sentiment onto a little sentiment strip, and then you've got yourself a beautiful, gorgeous sentiment here that can stand on its own, truly. So that's just a note. I was looking for the tag dies. Oh, here's another example. This one's, I think Jessie made this. Jessie made this one. And this one is the foil and the matching die. This is really what I was looking for. Bonnie made these 3, if I can open it, 3 tags using this one set. 3 for 1. I love how Bonnie always brings out the 3 furs, 2 furs and 3 furs. But here we go. So here are these gorgeous, I think I'm missing one more, but you get the idea. So there's a tag. She used a tag die with our flora dies and then just a note. This one uses 2 layers, but she has stacked it. I think you can see their die cuts are stacked over here to give you that amazing depth and dimension. So here's the second one, exactly the same, just a different color. Same exact concept. Beautiful tag, but it has these gorgeous florals from our wreath die, which I will share in just a second. But these are the bottom layer here. This one is from our love tag die. So again, as I was saying, possibilities are endless with this one. You can literally get so many looks with just the one piece, whichever you choose, whether it is the foil and die or the die set, if the dies are your thing, and if you're stamping person. Hi, hey, thank you everyone. Oh, Irene, we're just getting started. You're not late. I was sharing your card earlier, the wreath one you made. Thank you for sending it in. So yes, so this one is just a note. And then we have the same, as I said, concept with all the other ones. This one is the high stamp set, high foil and die, and then the 3-piece layering die set. So they work exactly the same way, in the sense that you get these pieces where You can either die stamp and stamp the smaller sentiments or die cut with the smaller sentiments. Here's an example of the high stamp and the coordinating die, the shadow die, the second layer, which is this one, sorry. Nope, this one. Still got it wrong. This one. So you stamp it out and then use the shadow die to cut it out. And of course, this one is using our wreath die, the flowers from the wreath die, and then the leaves here. This background, if you haven't yet guessed, I was live showing this last time, which was the ESP release. So this one is from our Luminous Leaves shimmer paper release. You can use a hot foil plate with the die. That's what I used. Oh, sorry, I thought you... Oh, that was Jesse, your Just a Note card. You're referring to Just a Note, I believe. This one, I think, is from Stamp or no? I don't think this one's foil, Jesse. I think this one looks like a stamp, though. Maybe I'm wrong, because I don't see the shine on it. Oh, the high. Okay. It's a stamp. Okay, high is a stamp. Yes, so sorry for the confusion. But yes, this one is the stamp and the die. So this one can actually stamp and cut. If you had the foil plate and the stamp, you can use the die to cut out either the high foiled look or the high stamped look. Okay, yes, that's what I was just saying, Jesse. Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for keeping me honest here. So the high word, you can stamp and die cut with this, or you can foil and die cut with the same die. So they're all matching, they all match, and they give you the same results. So the base layer, so this word here from the die, this one from the foil, and this one from the stamp, they all match and they all give you the same look. Again, once you flip over, you will see how this word die will look once you have it assembled on the back of the packaging. Same thing here. This one's only 2 layers, so you'll see 2 layers here. And this one is the high word alone, along with the other sentiments. So here's one example of the high. I think I have even more examples. I'm going to try to dig them out. I got some cards from some more cards from Deepa as well. There's the high from Deepa. And again, I know I'm excited about this one. Oh, that's good to hear, Irene. Thank you for letting me know. But this one, Deepa made this, uses 2 layers, the word itself cut out with glitter paper, and then the shadow, the second layer, used to frame it with white. Now this one is, we'll get to it in a second, the peony layering flower die set. While I'm on the subject of peony, I think Deepa loves the peony too. These are all Deepa's cards. Look at all the peonies, the gorgeous peonies. She has a video tutorial for this one on her YouTube channel as part of our hop, by the way. If you haven't hopped along, this gorgeous glittery card is waiting for you on Deepa's YouTube channel. And yes, we're hopping along on YouTube, so join us for your chance to win a $100 gift certificate to the store. So this one is, I have it upside down, but this one is the high. We just saw some more examples of the high. I don't think I've shared the Hey stamp set, foil, and the die, but I will show you examples. Again, it's the same concept, but here's another card that Deepa made using the Hey foil and the matching die. I know we saw some more examples here. This one's Hey with the die and the shadow. And did I miss any more Heys? Hey, 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 hey. Okay, here's one from Jesse as well. This one uses the word foil and the die. Jesse, I believe that's correct. Please, I don't see on the back, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I see the shine, so I'm guessing it's the foil. And this one is the stamp from the stamp, one of the sentiments. The Hey stamp also has the sentiment, get well soon. I think Just a Note has the same thing as well, get well soon. So I tried to sort of give you a little bit of variety, little bit of, thank you, Jesse, little bit of options to use when you mix and match your stamps and dies together. So this one's also hay. So this one is hay, and I think the last one I wanted to show you is the hello. Let me get these other ones out of the way so I don't confuse myself. But the last one I want to show you is the hello, which is, again, the same concept. We have the stamp set, foil and die set, and we have the three-piece layering die set. So for the hello, here's one example. This is someone that's new to me, actually. Martin Stone. He lives in the UK. I recently found him on Instagram and I fell in love with his work. So I asked him to join us as a guest. You'll see him hopping along with us here this week. But this one is a card that Martin made. And believe it or not, he sent it to me all the way from the UK. I feel special. So he sent me this card, but this one uses the hello stamp. He heat embossed this one and die cut it out with the matching shadow. So stamp and the shadow word, heat embossed with the sentiment, and then shadow cut it out. And then the rest of it is again from our wreath flora die set, but this one is using the hello stamp and die. And I know that Sweta sent me a whole bunch of cards, which I didn't even get a chance to open them up today. But oh my goodness, look at these gorgeous cards. There's the hugs and of course the peony. We have to have the peony. But here is the hello. This one is simply using the first layer, which is just the word, which cuts out all of these individual letters, and you can literally just glue them on. And of course, it's Sweta, so it had to be an easel card. So here's the sentiments on the inside from the stamp set. But here's the card. And I am in love. Can you see all the dimension? And of course, this is the rose layering flower die and gorgeous, gorgeous layers here. But there's the card, which uses the hello die set. This one uses the wreath die as well as the hay foiled and die cut sentiments. But here's a card with all of these sentiments on it. I love it, actually. And she used a layering stencil. This one is, I believe, I'm not sure actually, Love Forever, I think. And all of the sentiments stamped out. I believe this is Love Forever. Let me see if I have some more to show you. But I think before I do that, let me move on to the star of the show. Ta-da! I think this is the most favorite, and this is the piece de résistance, as I like to call it. My favorite. Not that the sentiments aren't. Believe me, they are my favorites. But the three layering flower dies, which I am truly excited about. We have not had any layering flower dies at Crafty Meraki. And as I said, I wanted to do it, but I wanted to make sure that we got it right. So now I want to talk a little bit about these dies actually. Let me start with this one, which is the wreath die. And again, if you flip over, you will see examples of what the wreath would look like if it's assembled. Now, there are 6 flower pieces in here, and then one that cuts out leaves, I should say 2 leaves. Now, the reason you see only 7 pieces here, 3 and 4, that's right, 7 pieces here, is because I designed this product in such a way that if you were to assemble it, all you have to do is, let's say that you wanted to assemble this lily. I have a card here that I can hopefully show you. But if you wanted to assemble, let's say, the lily, all you would do is you would use this piece here, just the one die piece here, and you would die cut it. And all you have to do is just glue all of those pieces together. What I mean by that is all you have to do for that one flower, all you do is you die cut these 4 pieces. It's a 1-piece die. You cut it out from one cardstock piece, if you will, and then they all literally go one on top of the other. So you start layering, and the beauty about this wreath die really is that it's truly very, very simple. All you do is just you literally the way they are. You just stack one on top of the other, and then you are left with this beautiful lily flower die cut. All the other flowers, they work exactly the same. For the leaves, there are no layers, so it's just two leaves. And you can see this one's Andrea's card, sorry. I love the slimline card with these flowers. So, so, so gorgeous. So, as I was saying, there are no layers for the leaves, which makes it even more simple. All you have to do is run this through your die cut machine. If you want to just cut everything out with white cardstock and then do ink blending, that's perfect. If you want to cut this out with green cardstock and all these other flowers with different colors, that's also another reason why I made these individual pieces. Reason number 1 is that you know that these pieces go together and they're all just literally stacked one on top of the other. Reason number 2 is all the flowers, they all have their own sets, and you can cut them all out at once, and you can literally stack them one on top of the other. If you were to ink blend, or if you were to just cut it out from cardstock, you can do that. Leaves, as I said, 2 leaves that cut out in one pass. So these are 2 leaves you can cut out multiple times and just literally use as many leaf layers as you like. Now this card, I am going to try to get it out. This one actually shows you the wreath. Oh, I love this acetate. I did not realize this is acetate. I think Sam made this card. But here's the lily I was talking about. But oh, this is just stunning. I love it. So this is one example of a wreath card that you could literally make. This is great if you want to make a wreath. This is literally, I call it a wreath builder. So you can use as many or as little or as much. Totally your choice. It's all entirely up to you. But this shows you an example of a wreath made with these dies. And of course, the sentiment here is high from our die cut, from our dies, high dies as well. So these all the flowers, the lily, same thing. These flowers here, I'm actually not sure. They look like they could be anemones. They could pass for anemones, I think. But these flowers, they all have the same concept. Now, if you look here, this flower here, you have the layers and as well as the centers. So as you can see here, this piece also cuts out the centers. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces that this cuts out. You can literally stack. This is the bottommost and these are the topmost. So they all go in the same direction, and all you have to do is literally glue them all together. And I will tell you, no matter how you glue them all together, they are still going to look amazing. This is a flower. The more organic, the better, and the more beautiful flowers look, I think. And so that's why I try to make it as easy as possible with this wreath die. So as I said, there's a bunch of different options. You get all of these flowers, the little ones, the lily, the leaves, and the big flowers here. They're all part of this die set that you could use to die cut. Now I have a card that I made today, and I'm sharing a tutorial for this card on the Crafty Meraki YouTube channel. I am showing you how to stretch your supplies. And in case you haven't seen the video, go take a look. As I said, it's part of the hop. Go take a look and hop along for some more inspiration. But I love to stretch my supplies and I love to create things that would not come to you straight up, wouldn't come to you so easy. In other words, what I'm trying to say is I did hot foiling with these dies. What I like is the dies, of course, they will cut great. Like you can literally do die cutting all day. And as I said, that's my thing. You can die cut all day. You can literally layer them all day, 6 ways to Sunday, whatever the saying is. But you can literally get different looks from the same die set. See how many looks I'm sharing right here? These are all made from this one die set. Yes, dies, you can use them in that way, but I encourage you, if you have not tried hot foiling with your dies, do it. This is one of my favorite things to try with dies. Apart from die cutting, I love hot foiling. So I had to make a purple card. I had to use hot foiling on top of the purple card. And this is the word hey, hot foiled and die cut. And again, I just literally stacked it. You can see hopefully there. I stacked it. And I use these flowers. Basically, believe it or not, all of these flowers are die cut using just this one piece. This one piece here. I literally die cut those multiple times and I glued the flowers. I shaped them and I glued, you can see the shape, the dimension. Hopefully you can see it. Thank you, Irene. So you can see the dimension here. They are all shaped, glued, and then I added the center. So this die has a center as well as the flower. So I literally glued the flower and then the centers, and then I added gems in the middle to kind of give them even more bling. So like I said, there's a tutorial for this card. Check it out. And I truly, truly want you to enjoy hot foiling as well with your dies in case you had never seen it before. But I also went a step further and I created my own pattern paper. I believe with the exception of these two dies, I used all of these other pieces to hot foil, to make my own pattern paper, if you will. So just like I've done it with stamps before, but just like you would with a stamp, you literally take tiny little pieces and you create a pattern paper from the stamps. That's what I did here. I just used all of these, laid them out on my Glimmer platform and hot foiled it once the platform was ready. But like I said, there's a tutorial, go check it out. But always, always, always experiment. I encourage it. I highly encourage it. Experiment with your dies. You never know what you get when you experiment. So those are with the wreath die. Again, like I said, there's always information and inspiration on the back of the packaging to help you. If you're lacking inspiration, for example, here's a color scheme right here. If you don't have an inspiration for colors, all you have to do is take this and literally copy it. Copy is not a good word, but literally be inspired by this coloring, right? So again, do not throw away your packaging. In case you do that, I would highly encourage you to keep it because it gives you an inspiration on the back. This one is the rose dies, which are layering flower dies again. Again, as I said, on the back of the packaging, it gives you all of the options. It gives you what the dies look like when they're cut out. This is a fully assembled rose that you can make from all these dies. This is just the rose. These are just the buds included in the dies and then just the leaves. So literally, you take all of these, you put them all together, and here's your finished piece. So once again, if you're lacking inspiration, all you have to do is flip it over and check out the colors. Now, if you had, let's say, a crafty session, 4-hour crafty session, you could die cut up a storm and literally make this same flower in 6 colors. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing out ideas. So as I was saying, and I'm gonna have another live session soon to share how the cards, how to actually layer them. But Laura Basson did a video. Actually, a lot of our team did a video using the peony die to show you how they are easy to layer. But for today, I also want to point out that if you flip over, you'll see inspiration. But once you open the packaging, you will see a layering guide that tells you exactly how to layer the rose die. This is a little bit different from the wreath die. This actually gives you that depth and that dimension. And this is the rose die that Sweta used and made this card. So this is what it would look like assembled. Now this, to get to this level from all these little bits and pieces, you can use the guide and you can literally follow the steps. This is the base layer. So the first thing that you start with is the base layer, and then you continue to build. Now, the beauty of this is you can build as much or as little. Thank you, Irene. Glad to hear that. You can build as much or as little as you want with these dies. And Laura Basson's video talked about that today when she used the peony. But she made a card where she assembled literally all the tiny pieces for one peony. And for the next one, she didn't use all the tiny little pieces. She used as much as she wanted. And she was right. In her video, she said, she's right. She said, I don't know if you can tell the difference. And I couldn't tell the difference, truthfully. So that's the beauty of these dies. You can literally layer as much as you want or as little as you want. Now, in this diagram, you can also see there is the rose, the buds. There are 2 different buds. These 2 diagrams will tell you exactly how to layer these, and I'll kind of show you closer look. So you start with the bottommost and you line up. There's, I don't know if you can see in the, maybe not here, but you can see here. You see that black line there? It tells you that that's where it lines up. So you line up wherever you see the black outline. In this one, the black outline is on this piece. So this is the second to, or this is the last piece that you would put on top, and then you end up with this beautiful rose. So once again, all of these will show you the black outline to tell you where to match, where to line up your die cuts, and then you can literally start assembling. Another super helpful way, I think, to help you line up these die cuts is, you see this little triangle here? This is actually a cut out of the paper. So all you have to do is the bottom 6 layers actually have this triangle triangle cut. So all you have to do is layer one on top of the other and use them to kind of line up and align to give you a guide, in other words. So let's say you are looking at this guide, you have all your pieces die cut out from the rose die. All you have to do is start with this, line up the triangles all the way up to this layer. And then after this, you start covering up that triangle, because now you're building the topmost layer. So you cover up the triangles and you actually get to this beautiful rose. Berta, I saw your question. I am yet to measure them. If I can find a ruler, I will quickly tell you. But this is an A2 size card, just to give you an idea. This is an A2 card, and that's what the flower looks like. I'm going to try to, like I said, find a ruler to help us. Of course, when I want one, I will not find it. But I have a tape. I have a tape. I have found a tape. Let's measure. So the assembled rose is 3 inches wide, 3 inches exactly wide, and top to bottom is 2.5. So roughly 3 inches by 2.5 inches assembled. And as I said, this is an A2 card, so it tells you how it looks like on a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card. So this is what the assembled rose looks like. The other thing I want to point out, just like the wreath dies, these two dies are actually also together in the sense that this is a one-piece die. So you would cut out literally this whole thing, one pass through the die cut machine, and all of these pieces assemble together to make this rose. So if you're like me and you like to cut things all out at once, this will give you every piece you need to assemble this rose. Now you could die cut it out with white cardstock and ink blend on top of it to color, to give it the color that you like. In other words, you can go lighter to darker or darker to lighter, whichever way. And you can literally ink blend on top of white cardstock. So all you have to do is just cut out this one piece die from white cardstock and ink blend on top of it. If you're looking to color, and I think Erica showed this in her video, if you're looking to make die cuts from colored cardstock, she literally took the peony die and she cut it out from, I think, 3 different colors of cardstock. A peachy orange color, dark pink, and a light pink. The orange one she assembled as is, and the pink ones she kind of swapped out some of the layers. And I think that's what the beauty is too about these dies, is you don't necessarily have to follow any particular order. And Deepa, like I said, has a video on this one on her channel. And that's kind of what she was talking about too, which I agree with. And as I was saying earlier, the more organic, the better I think that the flowers look, the more beautiful they look. So don't feel like you have to follow the rules. If you want to, there's always this guide. But I think that this looks just as beautiful as anything else that you could assemble. So I don't think, here's the peony that Bonnie assembled. So again, as I was saying, you can die cut and ink blend on top, and you are good to go with this peony die set. So again, these are one piece. So this one piece cuts out the flower, or all of these pieces you need to assemble this flower. This right here cuts out everything you need for this flower or the bud. And then this tiny little piece over here cuts out the smaller bud that you can assemble with these 3 pieces. This one too has another piece, which is just the leaves and the stems of the bud. So essentially everything you would cut out from a green cardstock is here in this piece. And all these other ones are for the flowers. So I did the same thing literally with all 3 dies. Basically, I'm trying to give you the option of using either greens for the leaves and die cut just from green, or you can still die cut everything from white and have them ink blend on top with your color of your choice. So the same thing with the rose, and then also the same thing with the peony. Now the peony has only 2 pieces, which one is the leaf and the stem portion here, and the other one cuts out both the buds as well as the peony flower itself. Once again, there's a layering guide inside if you open up the package. Here's a way to layer the leaves. Again, there's a black outline that shows you what goes on top and how to line it up. But truly, as I said, Erica's video also shows this. Truly, they're not that hard to line up. The rose has single layer leaves, but the peony leaves have another layer on top that you can also line up and layer for the leaves as well. So this is the bud that you see here, and this is the flower that you can assemble using just this one piece. Once again, I'm turning this around, but once again, all of these dies have this triangle guide that tell you where to line up your die cuts. So you could either use the triangle and line it up. So the bottom 5, actually 6 layers will have the triangle cut. And then, as I said, the top 2 layers will actually will actually cover up the triangle that we just cut out. So these are the peony. These are the dies that you need for the peony. or the die cuts, and then you can layer it to get to that one big gigantic flower. So once again, here's another example of the peony. And like I said, Laura Basson also made, I believe this one also has a video tutorial. Bonnie has a tutorial for this one on her channel, and she is also part of our YouTube hub, like I said. So go hop along and enter for your chance to win a $100 gift certificate. So this is, again, Bonnie's card, and she has a tutorial on her YouTube channel. So that is the peony die. Like I said, 2 pieces. This one cuts out all of the flower pieces and the 2 little buds. And then this second piece cuts out all the greenery, all the leaves and the stems if you choose to use them, and so on and so forth. The peony itself, Roberta, in case you are curious, I believe it is not quite 3 inches wide, but maybe I am not seeing it all the way. And top to bottom, it's about 2 inches. Top to bottom, it's about 2 inches. And again, this is sitting on an A2 card in case you're curious about, oh, is it 5.5 inches? Is it the die or the die cut, Berta? I'm sorry, maybe I misread the question. Okay, sorry about the question. I missed that. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Yes, so the die, everything fits in a small regular platform. Here, let me show you. Sorry about that. I did not follow the question. So everything will fit in this regular platform for your die cutting machine. This is the one that I use, the Spellbinders Platinum, and this fits, all the dies fit in here. I usually have a, here's my leftover die cutting. I usually cut the A2, not A2, A4 cardstock into half, and I use that to die cut. So this is how I run it through the die cut machine. So yes, everything fits on the platform. I am so sorry I missed the question. I thought you were asking about the die cut itself. So the peony as well, it is smaller than the rose die. So yes, everything fits into the regular die cutting machine. Okay, did I miss any questions? I don't think I missed any questions. I'm gonna show some more examples. Here's another peony. Here's some more peonies. These are made with the wreath die, also using the wreath here. But these are some peonies here. Let me see if I can find any more. Oh, here's another wreath that Bonnie made. Again, as I was saying, the possibilities are really endless because you can truly make a wreath, or as I was showing, you can spread them out. You can use the same flowers in different ways, and the sky is the limit. And here's the first one that I shared. I actually love this all white. I think Irene and I were on the same train or something with our white flowers. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, maybe we got the memo, right, Irene? I think we got the memo. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, the die looks big, but it isn't. It does fit into the regular. Thank you, Berta. It does fit into the regular die cutting platform. So, yep, there's our dies, and we did, right? We got the memo. Okay, so do you have any questions for me? Let me know in the comments. Also, as I said, if you're watching this after the live, let me know your comments on what you think of the flowers, what you think of the, I know we do love our jewel tones with gold, what you think of the flower dies, what you think of the sentiment, the script, and as I was saying, this concept with the foil and the die together, rather than just have the foil plate alone. But let me know what you think. And Should I bring out more sentiments in that script? Should we do more Christmas sentiments? Would be great, right? Thank you, Berta. Yes, I am very blessed. I say this probably not often enough, but I'm very blessed to have this amazing, super uber talented design team. And you know what? I literally took a picture and sent it to the team today saying, it rains and it pours because I got all of the team cards all at once delivered today, just in time for my live, right? So that was perfect. Sweta, I know you are here. Was this one Love Forever, the stencil? Because I think it is, but I just want to make sure. So here's some more Just a Note, high foiling. I love the idea here with the pattern paper. So this one is actually two different pattern papers, and this leaf here in between is covering up the pattern paper. So this one's high and Just a Note all together, foiled. This one's another peony. I love the peaches and pinks on this one. So this is what I was saying too, that you can use a white die cut, white cardstock and die cut everything in one go. And then you can go, awesome, thank you, Sweta. You can go to town with the coloring. You can literally do mixed media, Lindy's Gang coloring, sprays, oxides, distress, alcohol inks, even those, the possibilities are endless. I know I'm raving on, but you can tell I am very passionate about these. I am very excited about these. So yes, I am excited for these. Again, thank you all for joining. I'm going to do a giveaway in a second, but thank you all for joining, and I appreciate your time. Let me know, as I said, I can't ask for this enough. Let me know in the comments how you think the release is, what you liked. If you didn't like something, also let me know. If you liked something, definitely let me know. That is what gives me energy and keeps me going. So now let's do a giveaway. But before I do the giveaway, please, 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 I don't want to delay sending you your giveaway prizes, which is why I ask you to please email team@craftymeraki.com. Email team. I love it. I love it. Every one of those layered flower dies. That's awesome. I think if you hop along, there's a chance to win a $100 gift certificate. You could easily snag all of these layering flower dies. So as I was saying, please, please, please email team@craftymeraki.com if you are a winner for today's giveaway so that I can have someone help you out. Lynn will actually be helping you out. She monitors that email. If you wait for me, I will be busy running around, packing orders, shipping things out, being live, things like that. So if you are a winner tonight, we'll pick one here shortly. Email team@craftymeraki.com so we can get you situated with your gift, with your $25 gift card. I'm going to pick a winner, and you can get a $25 gift card today. So the deal is the same. I want you to comment with a number, anything between 1 and 100. Any number between 1 and 100. I want you to comment in the comment box below, and we'll ask our friend here to pick out a number. Whoever is the closest without going over the number that our friend picks will be the winner. So 1 to 100, enter your comments, and you will be entered to win a $25 gift certificate from our friend here, whatever number Siri picks out, without going over the closest number without going over. So let's see. Last chance to enter your comments with the number to win a gift certificate. Last chance. I'm going to wait for another 5 seconds. I don't think I missed any questions. I'm looking at my laptop. Didn't miss anything. Did I miss anything? Please let me know. If I did, let me know. Okay, so, all right, we're going to pick a number. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 100. Let's see.
The answer is 60.
Okay, 60 is the number that Siri picked. Looks like 583 Douglas. I don't know your name, I'm sorry. 583 Douglas. You are the closest without going over. Closest without going over. 583 Douglas, are you still here? 49, I don't think I missed anything. Siri picked 60, so 49 is the closest without going over. So 583 Douglas, if you're still here, you are the winner. Congratulations. Leanne, okay, great. Congratulations, Leanne. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm excited for you. I hope you get a chance to try out one of the flowers or maybe the sentiments, whatever your favorite is. I hope you get a chance to try it out. So please email team@craftymeraki.com and Lynn will get you situated with your gift card. Happy shopping. And those of you who didn't win, make sure you hop along on the YouTube hop on the Crafty Meraki YouTube channel. There's a playlist. You can literally run down the whole playlist and you can hop along to win a $100 gift certificate. So make sure you win. We've got more prizes this whole week and next week to give away. So join us on our Instagram hops, on we have a blog hop next week, and we will likely have another YouTube hop as well. So join us. There's many, many, many more chances to win prizes. So that said, Leanne, congrats once again. Happy shopping. Thank you all for your time. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you all again soon in another video. Bye, everyone.